हमारे ही सहयोगी थे रणविजय सिंह, यहीं पर बैठते थे। वो नीचे अचानक से एक दिन पार्किंग में उनको कार्डियक अरेस्ट आया और वो हमारे बीच नहीं रहे।
डर हर किसी को लगता है और कई दफ़ा इस तरह की घटनाएं बाकी के जितने और लोग हैं यहाँ उन सब के लिए एक सीख भी साबित होते हैं।
जब मैंने भी सुना तो मैं भी एकदम भौचक्का रह गया कि ये सब क्या हुआ अचानक से। पूरी टीम काम ही नहीं कर पाई कई दिनों तक।
लेकिन यस, हम उस डर से थोड़ा सा नज़दीक चीज़ों को ठीक कर सकते हैं।
A heart-wrenching story has now surfaced from Madhya Pradesh. A groom in the prime of his life tragically died from a heart attack during his wedding procession. This has shocked not only the bride and the family but has left many of us wondering, why are heart attacks becoming so increasingly common among young people? Heart diseases used to be something that affected only older individuals, but this trend is largely shifting and it's high time to address it right now. Now, this tragic incident is a part of a worrying rise in heart attacks affecting people between the ages of 30 and 40. And yes, that's the age group we will be talking about today. Experts are largely attributing this alarming increase to several factors, from high stress and poor eating habits to a sedentary lifestyle and rising levels of obesity. But is there more at play here? What's causing heart attacks in people who should still be in the prime of their lives? Now let's break it down for you. It's not just one thing that's responsible for the rise of heart attacks in the young, and it's a combination of factors. Let's talk about it. First off, stress. With deadlines, career pressures, and the fast-paced nature of modern lifestyle, is it really any surprise that the heart can take a hit? And to that, unhealthy eating, a sedentary lifestyle, and rising cases of smoking and drinking. And the risk grows.
ये जो इतनी सारी जवान मौतें हो रही हैं कार्डियक अरेस्ट की वजह से, आपने भी रिसेंटली हाल ही में कुछ वायरल वीडियोस भी देखी होंगी और इससे पहले भी ऐसे बहुत केसेस हो चुके हैं एंड स्पेशली हमारे न्यूज़रूम में खुद एक ऐसा हादसा हो चुका है। तो आपको क्या डर लगता है?
बिल्कुल लगता है। हमारे ही सहयोगी थे रणविजय सिंह, यहीं पर बैठते थे। वो नीचे अचानक से एक दिन पार्किंग में उनको कार्डियक अरेस्ट आया और वो हमारे बीच नहीं रहे। मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है कि IMA को या जितनी भी हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, इनको एक ऐसा SOP बनाना चाहिए कि इसके ऊपर चेकअप करना चाहिए कि ये आखिर हो क्यों रहे हैं।
क्या आपको डर लगता है?
देखिए मैम, डर तो लगता ही है, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है। लेकिन यस, हम उस डर से थोड़ा सा नज़दीक चीज़ों को ठीक कर सकते हैं। जैसे एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल है, अपना ब्रेकफास्ट स्किप ना करें। छोटा सा एग्जांपल है कि 3 मिनट या 4 मिनट जॉगिंग कर लें।
क्या आपको ये सारे हादसे सुन के आपको डर लगता है?
डर हर किसी को लगता है और कई दफ़ा इस तरह की घटनाएं बाकी के जितने और लोग हैं यहाँ उन सब के लिए एक सीख भी साबित होते हैं कि आखिर ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, क्या ऐसा किया जाए कि ऐसा बाकी और लोगों के साथ ना हो।
Did you know him closely? Did you know रणविजय?
यस, और रणविजय और मैं साथ ही काम करते थे। कई साल हम लोगों ने साथ काम किया, चाहे वो आउटपुट हो, यहाँ हो। मेरे बहुत अच्छे फ्रेंड थे, सीनियर थे, बहुत कुछ सीखने को ही मिला उनसे। जब मैंने भी सुना तो मैं भी एकदम भौचक्का रह गया कि ये सब क्या हुआ अचानक से। पूरी टीम काम ही नहीं कर पाई कई दिनों तक।
कुछ चीज़ें होती है जो हमें एकदम ऑब्वियसली दिखाई देती है, हमारे सामने होती है कि हम टेंस हैं, हमारा शिफ्ट, हमारा काम, हमारा वर्क प्रेशर ये बहुत ज़्यादा है, चाहे प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में या पर्सनल लाइफ में।
जो मैं भी पढ़ रहा हूँ वो मुझे लगता है कि कोरोना के बाद कुछ न कुछ तो ऐसा हुआ है हमारी बॉडी में, कुछ ऐसे चेंजेस आए हैं। हो सकता है कि ब्लड क्लॉट्स कहीं बन रहे हों या कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे चेंजेस बॉडी में आए हैं जिसकी वजह से ये सब प्रॉब्लम हो रही है।
स्ट्रेसफुल हमारी लाइफ है, इससे हम बच नहीं सकते क्योंकि मीडिया का फील्ड ही ऐसा है। अपने खान पान पर बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान देने की ज़रूरत है। अगर हमने पहले इसको डिस्टर्ब रखा है तो हमें जागने की ज़रूरत है, इस घटनाओं से सबक लेने की ज़रूरत है।
जैसे आप बोल रहे हैं कि रात को आपको लगा कि शायद आपके साथ भी कुछ हो रहा है, आपको लगता है कि इन केसेस की वजह से लोगों में और एंजाइटी हो रही है क्योंकि पता ही नहीं है कि क्या हो रहा है और इंसान अपने ऊपर सोचने लगता है? अगर इस बारे में कुछ
बिल्कुल, ये बात बिल्कुल सही करी हैं आप।
But it's not just about lifestyle choices. What about genetics? If your family has a history of heart diseases, are you automatically at a risk? What are the warning signs we should all be looking out for?
So we have always known that when we compare the incidence of heart disease in India, when we talk about heart disease, we talk about coronary artery disease, blockages in the arteries which can be fatal, that we know that as compared to the Western population, our age of Indian patients is full 10 years less than that of, so to give you an example, excuse me. To give you an example, if the Americans are getting heart attacks by between 50 and 60 years of age, Indians were getting heart attacks 40 to 50. Now, with the added environmental and workplace stresses, we are seeing that the age is getting less and less. So today, if you ask me, I see enough patients who need a bypass surgery in their 30s. It used to be unusual or rare before. Now it is not as uncommon as it used to be. So I'm saying to you that there is a changing pattern as we live differently. We recommend that before the age of 25, all the people who have heart disease or diabetes in the family should get their full checkup. Because if they are showing tendency towards that, we can alter the course of life. And there is a big benefit to it. And these are simple checkups. They're not very complicated and they're not very costly either. Then what are the added risk factors? So we know if you have high cholesterol, your diet is bad, you are obese, or your lack of exercising, or a stressful lifestyle in the workplace or otherwise, added with in the environment you live, if it is all polluted, all these factors will accumulate to give you a higher incidence of heart disease and diabetes. Now, add to that comes COVID. Now, COVID actually was well proven that COVID virus actually affected the small arteries, what we call arterioles, and caused inflammation of that and consequently caused inflammation of the heart muscle. Now, we know that many people who got serious COVID infection, their heart muscles became weak. And whether they know it or not, if they indulge in sudden outbreaks of activity, they can get irregular heartbeat and collapse. And that may be one of the reasons in some of the several deaths that we have seen. Irregular eating also disturbs your diurnal variation. Because we all have a diurnal cycle in our body where we respond to daylight, to evening, to night. So even if you even out your consumption of food during the day and in a manner that you're not putting on weight, in a manner that it is proportionally right. So if you eat too much fat, it's going to affect you. You eat too much protein, it's going to affect you. If you eat too much carbohydrate, it's going to affect you because then you start putting on weight. So it has to be a balance between the three. The realizations do come as time goes by, but ultimately it comes down to the same thing. Moderate living, moderate living, be aware of your risk factors, and also a very active and balanced life in the sense of you don't let your weight go out of hand, you exercise enough, you keep your muscle mass intact. That's the best you can do for yourself. So yoga is the best form of de-stressing. So if you are prone to or exposed to stress, the way to de-stress is alom, pranayam, yoga will keep your body supple.
Focus. Now these questions are crucial to understanding the rise of heart disease in young people, but it's not all doom and gloom. There's still hope, and there are steps you can actually take to prevent and protect your heart. The truth is, many of these heart attacks are preventable, and it starts with small, manageable changes in your lifestyle. Start by reducing stress. Do yoga, meditation, or even take just a small walk after work. That can be of great help. Get active. You don't have to run marathons, but simple exercises can make a world of difference. And lastly, eat healthier. Say no to processed foods and yes to more fruits, vegetables and whole grains. It's all about making those little decisions every day. In the end, the rise of heart attacks among young people is a very serious issue, but it's not something we are helpless against. The more we understand the risks, the better we can take control of our own health. Don't wait for the warning signs. Act now and protect your heart. Thank you for joining us today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.